Um, oh.
Oh. How do I mute it over here? That's better. What quality is this set to? 480p, I think.
Oh, I need to run ads. Yeah, I gotta make sure to pause these. Okay, it's streaming. I think that should all be fine. I am gonna actually let me restart my browser, which means music's gonna cut out for a second. I need to have a browser profile. Separate one for streaming. I think I actually started setting that up and just didn't commit to it. We're back a moment in the music, but it's fine. I still don't know 100% what my delay is with the fact that I can hear the music now, but doesn't necessarily mean I can take full advantage of knowing that. I didn't really test my audio too much this time. I'm kind of just assuming this microphone is good. It might be fine. I might be a little quiet. I'm not sure. Like, at some point in the stream, I'll probably start mumbling and jumbling, and I mean, it's still above the music, so long as that's all good. Alrighty, let me get over here and sit down before the timer runs out. I think everything's set up. I think I linked it on Discord. I know I did it on Blue Sky. Yeah. Alrighty, let's sit down then. Okay, I really shouldn't go off the timer that's on the screen because there's a stream delay, but hello everybody, and welcome to a kind of very different kind of stream. Sorry, I'm looking at, this is a weird stream. Maybe one day I'll do more stuff like this. The first weird thing about it, I think usually people have their hands coming the other way into the screen, but I cannot figure out a good spot to put that webcam that would be like directly above it. Maybe one day I'll find a mount that'll hang it down. But anyway, welcome. My little crab coaster is not going to be our central item of the stream today. This welcome mat is going to be the central item of the stream today. And it will express the oddity that is this stream. because it was actually one of the last things I found during the process of what has led to today. So, the refresher of what, you know, one man's trash is another man's trashier, or whatever I've named this. I have been doing cleaning. I go around the neighborhood with a couple bags every week. Once or twice a week, it depends. It's been a bad year to start something like this, admittedly, because so many of the weeks have been just blasting with heat. So I don't get out as much as I would like to, but I make the most of it when I do. These are several hour-long treks around the neighborhood to collect trash. It started at the beginning of the season when all the snow started melting and all of the piles that the snowplows had been pushing up started melting and revealing horrifying amounts of trash had been collected throughout the winter, just piled all over the neighborhood. So I had begun going around collecting all of that. I wanted to both make the neighborhood look nicer, but I also wanted to make the environment not die a little, I just wanted to be a little better to this planet, because it's actually kind of terrifying, and I'm trying not to go into a villain arc as the more I do this. The kindness of the people that thank me, that give me little snacks or hand me a little money, has done wonders to not turn me into a supervillain over the destruction of the environment that the humans are causing. This is I guess my stream to kind of condense all of that story of what I've been doing for the last few months into one stream. Now, I'm going to step away. I showed this as a sort of maybe a little preview last stream, but I can grab it again now and throw it on stream. The whole process of this has scaled up in the most comical of ways, as originally I just went around with a couple bags, just me, grabbing trash until the bags are full, and then coming back to my home and throwing it in the dumpster. And then at a certain point, the radius around my neighborhood was starting to get so, it was starting to get further and further away. So it was starting to, you have a couple bags, you throw them in the bin. Well, then you have to walk all the way back to the area you're working on and clean up a bit and then bring them back and throw them in the bin. So I got permission from my roommates to let me use our little cart that we mostly use to transport groceries around. This little cart has been a huge help. I can fit... I generally collect about 10 grocery bags worth of trash each session is what I try to go for. I vacuum it out before grocery day. So I collect about 10 grocery bags. I would say that's about 2.5 trash bags worth, maybe. The grocery bags, of course, are reused from our own grocery habits. Now, I am actually running low because ever since getting a Costco membership, we don't get as many bags each week as I use each week. If I'm using 10 to 20 a week, we also try to cut our shopping down to once every 2 weeks. So 5 to 10 bags maybe on a big shopping day, and then a couple here or there if one of them goes out and does a little extra shopping. That and Gold here has been letting me borrow his bicycle as well. He didn't want this bicycle, I guess, is how we got to this agreement. And previously I was just biking around the neighborhood. It's a nice flat area, good for bicycling. But I'll get to the bicycle in a second. But so at some point he also gifted me, you can see it in the can there, in that trash can is a trash stick, so I can actually go around and poke the trash off the ground. They're apparently really cheap, so that actually ends up pretty good. In fact, the cart itself was bizarrely cheap. I don't even understand how they sell them for as little as they do, kinds of cheap. So technically, well, all of the stuff that I use aside from the bicycle, let's just say it's been kind of paid off by the trash collecting, but we'll get there in a second. Before I take this picture down, I guess further little details here of my trash collecting. The trash can on my my cart, which I use this trash can to like collect large things usually. Otherwise, if I don't have a bunch of large things, I'll just stuff more bags in it. I found that trash can in a field, just on the ground, just, you know, the board that's behind it that I used to brace some stuff, that I just found in a field. I found it, so one of the things I won't be showing you today is a traffic cone. I wish I had a picture of it. I dredged a traffic cone out of a lake. But anyway, yeah, so it's scaled up. I got the cart, then I got the trash pickers. The cart kind of got more and more full. And now I'm going like further neighborhood distances. So I'm using the bike to get like all the way to these locations, and then I clean them up. Let me take a drink real quick. So so it's been pretty fun so far. Cleaning the trash. It's good exercise. It really is good exercise. It's something a little bit more dynamic than walking. Sometimes I'm doing a lot of standing or crouching or leaning down. Sometimes I'm doing just a lot of walking. With me doing these, brain's turning off. Doing these longer sessions where I go out and I find a location and clean it. It gets some bike riding. It gets bike riding with weight because I have, you know, all 10 of those bags in the back of the cart, and I'm like, it's just strapped to the bike. It's a little harder to get back, but it's good exercise again. Again, if you're only getting one or two times a week for exercise like this right now, it ends up pretty good. And yeah, so like when I say when I say it's been paid off, like it's a mix of things. There was a really friendly guy. I think he actually worked at the park, but he gave me $20 and then gave me $20 again. I haven't seen him in a while. We're at the point where I think I would refuse another $20, but I found this a third $20 just in the grass. Some coins that I've found. And I think, was it day 2 that I started doing this? Now, I don't have it anymore because we wanted to verify it was real, so we took it to the bank. I found a $100 bill on like day 2 of doing this. I will never surpass the like how do you undo like a $100? So like, it's really funny. I know it's not anywhere near an actual hourly wage for doing something like this, but for doing something that is completely like volunteer work, I'm not even expecting people's thanks from it. These pennies are really messed up, actually. The fact that I've made like $160 or whatever from just picking up money mostly. I believe that was the second day, which was crazy. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, I don't know what happened to the single dollar, but I also had a single dollar bill as well that I found, so $161. I found 100, and then I found a $1 bill, and then I found a penny, and I just figured, okay, we're going down by hundredths, you know. That's just how it'll go. I should have gotten pictures of some of it, or I didn't really go out collecting as much around the days that it happened, but some other things I don't have pictures of is, again, I'm trying not to enter my villain arc here, but I am going to make jokes about, like, you know, there are days where I will see all the trash, or I'll see... The worst day was, there's somebody in this apartment complex. I don't know if I have the picture of the, So I had a box in the apartment complex that people could give me grocery bags and stuff they didn't need. And, well, actually, you know what? Let's get to the stories after I show something or another. I know I'm kind of buying time, but uh, until like more people show up. But just before I get to all of that, I guess the what got me on this tangent is 4th of July. Yeah, I picked up a bunch of fireworks, used fireworks on the ground, and I was thinking of that because I was like, yes, our love for our country is the first item. I guess I'll pull out. I love finding trash related to holidays that that I don't know. Nothing like celebrating by buying disposable items. It's like lost a lens and everything. I'm starting to wonder if I will, going forward, celebrate very differently now that I'm doing this kind of thing. Because finding the amount of like balloons and like everything else that I found and all the fireworks, I don't know. It's a bit awkward. All that kind of stuff. I'm just looking through my bag here of various things I've gotten and just trying to think what order to sort of do it all in. But yeah, the yeah, the attempt to not become my villain arc. I had a box where people could donate bags to me so that I could do this cleaning thing. I've had to improvise around the fact that I can't do it anymore because I had a box, it vanished. Had another box, it vanished, and another box, it vanished. I left sticky notes. Please, please, I beg of you. Somebody left sticky notes back being, who took his box? There's somebody in this apartment complex that I apparently have beef with. I don't know. But my hunch, unfortunately, is it's probably the person with the trashy vehicle who I was coming home one day and I saw them throw multiple cans of energy drinks out the window of their car, which I collected up. And that's my number one suspect of who it could be, because who else would be so against somebody doing environmentalism as somebody that throws trash out of their car? I mean, there's other suspects. I just figure that's like, man, this is all messed up. I just figure that's I don't know. But so I like I get used out of things like with Digital Circus, there's that gif of Kane going, humans, they're selfish, they're greedy, you know. But also then there's the Gurren Lagann when I'm realizing while watching the fireworks all around me in the city, I'm like, so all the lights in the heavens are my enemies, eh? Anyway, let's get on with the showcasing. I guess just like pulling some random stuff. Like some of the stuff, there are things that I don't really know why I keep. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do with this this foam. I mean, it's just a little bit of like, I guess I could use it for packing, or I could use it for, maybe I could put it around my microphone and get some better audio or something. But it's just like, you just find some weird stuff, like just a chunk of foam. You know, there's pieces of metal I need to figure out how to recycle because they're not aluminum. I don't really know where to take that, but I recycle aluminum and glass. I don't just throw all of that away. Anyway, here's a ball that I found. I don't know what like order of things like is the most entertaining. Oh, I know one thing I should pull out early. Just to give you a flashbang of the kind of bizarre. Is this an urn or a vase? I don't know. There's just something about it, finding it in the way I found it, that I'm like, did I find an empty urn? Has somebody poured this into the... Is this a goose now? Did they reincarnate as one of the geese in the area? There's so many geese. I'm hoping that's a flower face. I'll just put that over there. Let's see, right there is probably good. Anyway, here's a ball that I found. You know, so there's a couple items like this. Unfortunately, oh, it's got like stuff on it. Okay, I gotta clean this up a little better. It was still sticky. Okay, the stickers came off of it, but you know, I find a couple toys in the grass. Now, I try to leave items like gloves and stuff. I tend to leave a lot of items if they're like right off the sidewalk a lot of times. If they're like in trash, I'll take them. And if they're in the grass, like in the park or something, I'll take them. So that's where you'll get something like this, where it's just like, there's not really much of a prospect anybody will find it. And it's not like I'm going to keep it either. Like, my plan with this is, with how many little things like this I've collected. Is this not in the camera right? Yeah. With as many little things like this that I've collected, I figure I'll probably put a box out there of, like, lost and found toys. And, you know, somebody will get something out of it, I guess. Stuff like this, however, I don't think I'm returning to anybody. This will probably go in some or another cursed. Like, I need like a lyrics. Well, if we have any bilingual viewers right now, this is going to be very confusing because, well, if you I need a button to like skip song. Sorry, this is the Chibi Robo soundtrack, so I actually have no idea what to expect from it. Oh, why is it sticky? Oh, I hate this kind of rubber that becomes sticky after you wash it. It's very strange. Okay, so I thought originally this must have been like a dog chew toy, and maybe that's the original intention, or I don't know. So, like, certainly, like, you would think, oh, a dog just chewed the top off of this gorilla. However, where is the other, I mean, one second, let me not spoil the review. Here it is. Oh. However, I found another thing, like, I think this is the one I found before it, which is what makes me now suspicious that, like, I don't know, like, I mean, certainly, like, kids are, like, playing with these, and this one, like, has a spot on it that looked a bit more chew toy-esque, like, in terms of being, like, chewed. But the thing that I'm suspicious of, like, maybe unless, like, you know, somebody was wrestling with their dog, and, maybe the arm got, like, pulled off or something, but I'm actually starting to wonder whether somebody took these and did that stupid thing people sometimes do, where they, like, connect it to a hose. Like, they snip a hole in it and then connect it to a hose and then, like, just fill it with water, make it a water balloon until it explodes. Because I know that's like a thing. At least people have like joked about that online. I've seen like just videos pop up. And you know, if somebody has done it as like a content creation thing or whatever else, certainly kids would be repeating it. So, yeah, it's boys. It's just boys doing goofy things, which that's where I'm like, this almost doesn't look like something bit it. Granted, I think it still had some of its sand in it, which is weird, because I think these usually have like sand in them. Also, I really need to, like, maybe I should have had a slightly different setup. I feel like it would have filled with water and then like exploded out the other arm is like what I'm suspicious of, but I don't know. Weird creatures. A lovely flower that goes in the vase. So around winter, there were plenty of gloves. I mean, I want not for gloves unless I want matching gloves. So, again, I left a lot of them, and if they were still there like a day or two later, I tend to just take them. Anyway, here's another ball. What else do we got? There's some items which it's just like, I mean, it's not the highest quality, but it is technically a free product, sort of. Like, just a pair of scissors. Something like this, I almost wonder if I put in, like, the little lost and found thing, because we have much better scissors here, unless I needed, like, sacrificial scissors. I'm trying to think, like, if you're cutting paper or something that might, like, ruin scissors. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure that out. Yeah, just gloves. So many gloves. So just, again, another just various glove. Again, I can use these gloves once I destroy my current gloves, so there is that. Around Easter, I found an Easter egg, a half of one. I also found a half of an Easter egg. However, they're not like the matching halves. So, two halves of a Easter egg, but not one whole Easter egg. Anyway, here's a ball I found. Another useful item, I've actually been using this as my actual comb. I was thinking to myself recently that, I needed a comb. Like, I'm not sure if the black background's not good for items like this, but whatever. Yeah, so I was like, oh man, I need a comb. And then I stumbled on one just out and about, like in a gutter or something, I don't know. It's a surprisingly decent quality. You can see it, well, I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's like a little scuffed up, and this is where I should note. This is very important for me to note. I washed these things before presenting them today, and I very much washed this before using it. Well, okay, actually, one second, I can add to this. I also at some point have found this is a brush, this is a comb. I found a comb, I did not lie, I found a comb, it's just this is the comb, this is the brush. I used this to like just get in there. I really purified this. I used like alcohol and stuff. Yeah, useful item. Useful item. Would this be like more visible if I put it like that, maybe? Like obvious as a comb. There we go. I don't remember. Oh, I forgot this is slightly broken, so it'll probably break if somebody were to use it, but, I don't know what the Sky Zone is. It's probably, like, I don't know, maybe it's like an indoor, oh, you know what? It's probably a trampoline park kind of place. There's a couple items. Okay, there's a couple items I won't be showing today, such as all the pens I've found, because those tend to have local business branding on them, like, with, like, their numbers and stuff. And specifically, I'm not going to show you the one that I found that just so happens to be the place my brother works. That's a weird one to find. Anyway, yep, there's a bracelet. This stream's probably not going to be very long. I mean, I don't know. Maybe showing all this off will take a while, but, I mean, maybe I should be interspersing more, stories. What stories do I have? Which ball is the best for chewing? Oh, probably, well, this one probably was, because I realized while cleaning it that it has definitely been chewed, in that it opens up now. I think a creature must have crawled out. Anyway, here's a ball I found. Yeah, so, like, I don't know. That's just a toy ball, eyeball. Second. Now these kinds of items I'm definitely keeping because they're just. I mean, I need like. I almost need like a sticker book or just something to put my adorable little like pig sticker, my Santa Claus pig sticker. Oh man, the light is really bad for this. I didn't realize that when I was testing. It's like I have to angle things like this to like keep the glare off. I don't know if I can adjust the light or what, but yeah, I can go right here. Stick it to. Again, it's so weird to think that like just the other day I found this mat. Like after I had cleaned all these and decided, oh yeah, this is a good spread to do this stream, and then I found this. I found these scissors just the other day. Like, some of this stuff is new. Including this religious and or what's the other term? Oh crud. Brain just turned off. I had this joke all lined up, and then I forgot the quintessential term. What is it when called? Help me. Opposite of religious, basically. Sacrilegious. This religious and/or sacrilegious beer cozy, which it could go either way. So it's like, I have found... What does it say again? I have found the one whom my soul loves. I need to double check the context of this in Song of Solomon. Yeah, I need to... I need to double check the context of this in Song of Solomon to figure out whether, like... whether I don't know if there's any way to roll this that isn't like vaguely awkward. The fact that it does, considering when I found it, especially definitely like beer cozy. I guess, you know what, we can real quick check Song of Solomon real quick with the New King James Holy Bible that I have found. Yeah, I found a Bible. Or, you know, I guess otherwise I could try checking it in the New King James Holy Bible I found. Yep, yeah, I found 2 Bibles. Or, if we really need to, I could check it in the New King James Holy Bible I found. I found 3 Bibles. They were all in the same spot. In fact, they were in the same spot as the New King James Holy Bible I found. Of course, the other New King James Holy Bible I found wasn't in quite the same spot. It was a little bit nearby the gutter that I found all the other ones in. And I'm gonna see if I can use this to practice book restoration or something. It's not, like, the other ones were in pretty bad condition. This one especially, like, you can see some water damage and whatnot. Wait. Oh, New King James Version. It's weird that they put the version in the acronym. I'm not sure if the New King James Bibles I had growing up, like, included Holy Bible as part of the name either, but, you know. Yeah, this one's in kind of rough condition, so, probably will need some work done, if I want to practice restoration or something. Yeah, this one can just go on top of that one. Again, like, the fact that there's, like, I guess they must have fallen off of somebody's car. But yeah, that's just, it truly expresses something by just piling them over here like this. Okay, so this is in Song of Solomon 3:4. Where in this one would that be? 325. Come on. Oh. So it was 3:4, I think. So what is the context of our beer cozy? I was doing some Noida right now. Dang, you got here a moment too late for my maximum gag of the stream. where I found a religious beer cozy and then revealed that I have found 5 New King James Holy Bibles while picking up trash. And I'm trying to find the spot in it that the beer cozy is referencing to figure out whether it is a religious or a sacrilegious beer cozy. Okay, so so it was yeah, 3-4. So starting at 3. By night on my bed, I sought the one I love. I sought him, and I did not find him. I will rise now, I said, and go about the city, in the streets and in the squares. I will seek the one I love. I sought him, but I did not find him. The watchmen who go about the city found me. I said, "Have you seen the one I love?" Scarcely had I passed by them when I found the one I love. I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him to the house of my mother and into the chamber of her who conceived me. Oh my gosh. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by does the field, do not stir up nor awaken love until it pleases. Am I in the, like, oh my gosh, how different are these translations? We're gonna do some games or looking for cool items inside of the trash. Yeah, this is just like a weird trash showcase today. Again, like the early part of the stream, I was kind of going over my stories of how I got here. I mean, I can go over a couple of these items again for you real quick. But, yeah, 5 Bibles. And you know, here's a ball I found. Got another translation. It's similar to what you're reading. Okay. I found the one whom my soul loves. This is so generic, but I don't even know. I don't know. Don't you? Isn't it entertaining? Isn't this a good stream? I have a pig with a Santa hat. It doesn't get better than that. And some blown up, like, children's, like, rubbery, they're sticky, I hate them. And something which may or may not be an urn. Where was I? I don't know, here's just another ball I found. Oh yeah, 1 second. Another sort of sticker kind of thing. Where in the world is the camera anyway? This is the coolest cat you will ever see. I mean, look at it. It's got a guitar. Don't you see how cool he is? I don't care if all the love songs he writes are secretly about heroin. He's so cool. Don't you see it? Anyway, here's another ball I found. Some things are just so mundane, like a singular Christmas light. I mean, all of these things really, what's so exciting about them? But I guess, I wonder to myself, how you get to a point where somebody has taken down, I guess, Christmas decorations from their business or wherever, and a singular bauble is left behind. Not like several, and also it's summer now. One singular bauble is left behind. I don't know, man. Oh, I can't do that. I don't know how to... I've never done finger skateboards. I'm not cool enough. What's the red pancake thing? This thing? you mean this thing? This melted awful... So, okay, so my theory is, because I found this and I thought it was like chewed up by a dog or something. It's just like some monster toy, but it's like the same thing as this. But they both have like a limb straight up missing. And I just like found them deflated, which makes me think, oh my gosh, this isn't music. What was that? So I think somebody was like sticking hoses in these and turning them into water balloons until they explode for, I don't know, laughs and giggles. I don't know how familiar you are with Gurren Lagann, but like, I don't know if this is a plug or if it's a toy drill or whatever it is, but like I just consider this baby's first Gurren Lagann merch. Like, I don't know. I find weird things. Hair comb? Oh yeah, so I found a comb once. And then I found a brush. So I was saying earlier that I needed a brush, and then a day or two later I find a brush in a gutter. And I cleaned this thing. Don't worry, I cleaned this thing so thoroughly before I started using it. But yes, I did find that. Again, there's some useful things aside from the money. Anyway, here's a ball I found. Some things, however, are not very useful. For instance, this should be very, very useful. This should be really nice that I found a tape measure for free, just out and about. I mean, its label has washed off. I don't know if you can really notice, however, the core problem, that this was clearly sitting out a little too long. It doesn't open. It never will open. It is probably pure rust inside of there. The only reason I kept this is for the gag of showing it on this stream and noting, just, dear goodness, it is a paperweight. I don't quite think I should put that in the useful section, but sure. Here's like paper flowers. No candy hearts, but we do have paper flowers. I think somebody must have made this maybe around a holiday or something, and then just... It was tied around a pencil, so that was interesting. But we'll add that to the vase. The vase of garbage. I thought this had like a bit at the end, but I have another flower here that I could probably stuff in, though I probably want to add... I probably want to add in something so it stays in place. Unfortunately, while collecting trash, I did get cancer. That's the wrong way around. The gag doesn't work if you can't read it. I don't even know. Can you read it from there? Wait, is that... Yeah, I think that's... Yeah. So I got another paper flower. This one got kind of compressed a little. I think I squished them at some point. But we'll add that to the mix. It's actually kind of lovely now that it's... Well, that one's fallen out. But it's actually kind of lovely now that it's got all of its stuff in it. A bracelet thing that's like basically a phone cord. You can read it from there? Okay. I've got like a really tiny screen to see chat and the preview today, so I can't really tell. Again, this just goes with this, you know, just bracelets. Again, this is the stuff, like, this is the closest you get to anything worth keeping. Like, all of these, I'm gonna, you know, return to the children, I guess. The heck? Should I... How long do you think this song is? Because I don't think I can function with it in my head. So I'm just trying to mouth it to the music. These eyeballs, like, I didn't know the 90s, like, this is the kind of design that you would have on, like, a Pog back in the day. Like, I guess certain weird things just never stop being considered the weird, like, toys for boys kind of like, oh, yeah. Just inkling sounds. Just, yeah, eyeballs with, veins. I don't even know, like, what character this was supposed to be, or what. This thing has been ruined. This poor little thing. The laser eyes from Noida. Yeah, pretty much. What's fascinating about this is it reminds me that, yeah, a lot of things these days use, like, this purple plastic underneath and just, like, paint over it. But it's just, like, I don't even know. This is not being returned to the children. It is a sad sight. Oh, I forgot I actually had a third paper flower. I could go for some candy hearts. Let's see if I can, like, balance this out with, like, this on this side. Yeah, they all fit. They're hanging off a little bit, but they all fit. What else can I pull out of here? I've never really played with one of these bead things, but I guess somebody was just practicing, and I can't help but assume kind of young if it's just this. I was trying to figure out if they were trying to make a shape, like maybe it's the number 9, or something, or a 6. Yeah, it's just like corruptions. I don't know, like video game corruptions. So, but whoever made this one was definitely I love this little thing. I've only just met this penguin, and if anything happens to it, I'm going to kill everyone in this room and myself. I'm the only one in this room. Wait a second, that threat doesn't work. Laptop's trying to go off. Again, it's unfortunate when you find these things discarded, just in the grass. Just because it's just like, well, you've lost that. You clearly haven't found it again. We're gonna do a little bit of game. Yeah, I'm just doing this, and then at the end of the stream, I'm adding this to my fox collection. So I have a bit of a collection of various like fox things, and this was like super cheap at the store. It's a little kid's like painting kit, so I'm just gonna paint this real quick at the end of the stream. So I'm gonna play around with that, I guess. That's all we're doing after this. A gardening glove. This is actually kind of nice. And I'm glad to just have random things like this that I can use when I get back into actual gardening. Be careful not to mix the oil paints. They don't unmix. Isn't that just paints? I'm not gonna try unscrambling an egg. Okay, this is the part of the stream where I got to the part of the bag where all the gloves fell into. So there's a glove. There's a glove. No two gloves are ever the same. Now, the thing that's like awkward to me is I'm thinking to myself, okay, some of these gloves that I had found are definitely like kids size, but a lot of these gloves are like big on me, which means adults have been losing their gloves. Well, this is why you have a glove shortage, because, I don't know, are you getting out of your car and just dumping them on the ground? I try to wait a day or two before I take them off the ground. In fact, I will put them in more visible places near where I find them. And this was the winter, you know, when all this happened. But people never take their gloves again. They just lose them forever. So, like, I have plenty of gloves. I have so many gloves. I'm never gonna need winter gloves again. Of course, ones of this size. Can I fit my hand in this tiny little thing? Oh, it's like dusty inside still, even after cleaning it. Ugh. I don't like this. Just feels. I need to wash this one again. Why is it dusty? There's like sand in it. How? I cleaned this. What the heck? Maybe it's disintegrating. Another glove. Another tiny one, but not one that matches the other one, I don't think. Well, it's close. No, it's a different fabric. It's straight up different. And it's slightly larger. Wait, yeah, it's larger. I can fit in this one. And it's not full of sand? Question mark? It's so much stretchier than the other one. Also, yes, I did clean all of this before I started touching it here today. Obviously, I wear gloves when I collect these things. Another just gardening glove kind of thing. Again, so, okay, how many, like, pairs of similar gloves? So, like, okay, we got a nice black, fluffy one. This one, slightly, like, it's the same hand, so I can't match it with it. Oh, don't tell me they're, like, all left-handed gloves, aren't they? So this one matches, but it's also left-handed. Wait, this one, okay, this one's right-handed, so I could match it with something, and I guess it matches probably best with that because of the straps, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'd match it with this one. Okay, this one's also right-handed. Not sure what I would match that with. I guess these two could match together. So I could use these together, probably. This one's like thin, sporty almost. I don't see one that would really match with it. This is right hand. Like these two, they don't look the same, but they're like, they got that like rubbery texture. So these two, I guess I would use together. Yeah, gloves. Oh my gosh, so many gloves. But okay, so I've got a couple here that I could probably use as like pairs. The gardening glove kind of is its own thing. Some things like that you would kind of just use the one. Oh, I guess I was gonna use this as the mat under. But okay. What's with the crab on the face cam? I just don't have like anything to put up there. I haven't figured out what to do with the crab, or what to put up there when I'm doing webcam stuff. Usually that's where my webcam is. Oh my gosh! Actually, one second. I don't know. Have I? I must have shown this on stream. I've used that for years as a stand-in, and it is just a screenshot from one of the Yoshi games, one of like the craft-themed Yoshi games. But my brother did make me one, so that one's a screenshot from a game, but this one's real. It's kind of amazing. I'm very easily pleased. I do need to patch up whatever chips and paint on it, but I do have various crab props around. You know what? Why don't I make a plushie tuber? I tend to like plush tubers as like as a thing. I have so many crab plushies, I could just animate one. Anyway, originally, until I found this a couple days ago, I'm like, oh, well, here's like a weird little, like, I don't know, camping mat, or you know, it just seems like something where you can put a couple items on if you're, like, having a picnic or something. I don't know what this little circle that I found was. But originally, I was gonna put this in the middle of the table as the set piece. I don't know if you've noticed, but there is a welcome mat under all of this. Yeah, I found the welcome mat. I literally found this, like, I borderline dredged it out of a swamp. Like, again, people aren't missing any of these things because I'm pulling them out of, like, reeds and grass. Oh, yeah, it does activate the green screen, doesn't it? It's radioactive. Nice. I forgot all the blue colors kind of shimmer a bit. But it's just a portal into another dimension. So, yeah, I end up assuming people don't miss most of this stuff because a lot of it I find, so when I say, like, I take my bike and I pull my little wagon to a place and I clean it for that day, so the way this ends up working is I will go on a walk around town. Screenshot, I thought it was a photo of your metal. Mine's actually plastic still, but yeah, that's a screenshot from the game. That's the screenshot that inspired Dan to make the real one. I don't even know, like, I guess he must have seen it in the corner of my stream once or something. Yeah, I mean, it's just nice and painted red, so. It's like I think it's a PVC pipe or something? I have no idea how he actually shaped it. like, so the Yoshi's one is supposed to be like a cardboard tube. You take a cardboard tube and peel up the edges because it's a craft. It's like an arts and crafts thing. And those are like regular sized googly eyes, whereas Dan had giant googly eyes lying around, so obviously he's gonna make a big one. But yeah, so yeah, I'll take a walk, I'll do my cleaning normally, but while I do that, I will keep my eye out for, like, what I call hot spots. And so when I find a hot spot, I'll just go back there for like several days. So if I have a picture on my computer, let me see. Did I put a picture on my computer of this? Oh no, I don't think I did. Ah, crud. Okay, so I don't have a picture of it. It's probably still on my phone. I don't think I can do... Not sure if I would... Can I? I don't like... Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to do some file transferring, to get it off for showing it, but I had a picture of a hotspot. The whole, like the whole little green area, it just was trash. It was trash everywhere between all the plants. I have one more session to clean the rest of it, but I've gotten most of it, and it's looking so much better now. Of course, this whole thing, like, this is the closest you get to me turning this into content. I know people do, like, their power washing and like they'll go to people's houses and they'll do like YouTube channels where they just like do it for free for people and then like make money off of doing it for content. So, you know, it's a nice format, and I do think I would encourage, if it gets people being productive in society, I do think I would encourage that kind of behavior, doing things for free for people, just, you know, whatnot. For me, this is like, this is more like meditation work type stuff. I would not want to turn it into content, so I have hardly any pictures. I have the one picture because it was so bad I had to get a picture of it to like show when I got home. And I'm doing this obviously just because this is all the weird stuff I wanted to show off. And then I also have the picture of my little cart so I could show people. But aside from that, like, I kind of wish I had more pictures, but I also kind of am glad that I have the ability to withstand and just like enjoy life off camera. Anyway, so yeah, I dredge this stuff out of all, like, wherever, drainage ditches and whatever else. Green areas, parks. Of all the things that I do think people miss, however, is I have found a credit card once, and I have found a phone once. Those are the types of things where I have to do something about. I have returned a phone. I did return the phone to the person. It still had like its SIM card and everything. It's like, luckily with it having the SIM card in it, you can find which provider, and then you can go to the provider store, return it to the store, and they can get it to the person. That seemed to have, like, I think that did get it back to the person. The credit card, you just report as missing and just shred the thing. Those are the ones where I do think people probably are missing it. But Good Samaritan. Anyway, here's a ball I found. What else do we got? I'm actually getting kind of through this. This is not going to be a long stream. Oh no! Wait, do I have the other part of it, or do I just have that part? I'm almost certain I have another part of this. Well, I can just show this part, because I don't know if you need to see the other part. Well, I mean, it's got to be somewhere in my room, right? The gorilla or red thing? Oh, I know what's better than those two. Creepypasta Sonic. The thing's so horrifying that I had to put it in a bag, and it is never coming out of the bag. This music could have not been more well-timed. I'm losing my mind internally. Look at it. It's horrible. It's truly, magnificently horrid. This was definitely a dog's, chew toy. The chest has been ripped out, the head is gone. It's truly, one of the filthiest, horrible things I've ever found. And it is the central item of my cursed, collection. What do you do with something like this? It's terrible. Now, I need to find it in my room real quick, but, I do think I have another thing that can go with it. I know that sounds, really concerning, but let's see, where did it go? Should I be concerned that the item that goes with this has gone missing? Have I cursed myself? I think I might have the creature in my house now. I actually don't know what I did with that. Maybe it's in my bag, but it's just gone. Well, being I can't seem to find it, I can just explain what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Sonic's head. Yeah, it's gone missing. I don't know where it is. I actually do not know where it is. So, nearby from where I found the cursed Sonic, I found, a chunk, like a broken mask, a chunk of what must be the head to go to this Sonic. And now I can't find it, and it's somewhere in my room, or I don't know. It better be in that bag, and I just haven't found it yet. I need to take a drink real quick. It escaped? Maybe. We'll see if it's at the bottom of the bag. Wait. Why did it highlight? Well, it is in a bag. Oh, the link. Oh, yeah, that's kind of weird. It thinks it's a link. Don't click that. I don't know what that would take you to. Probably doesn't do anything, but that's, yeah. You have unleashed a creature upon this world. Okay, that, I mean, I really wouldn't recommend that. I think this is, exercise, gauze. I don't know, man. Found that somewhere at some point. Okay, before... We're literally getting to the bottom of the barrel here already. Let me just make sure I grab the most mundane items. Fun fact, the bag I have all of this in is also something I found. I don't know if that's not on camera at all. It's just one of these, basic little tote bag things. Yeah. Need any pencils? Need any pencils? I have pencils if you need them. I think that's actually all of the pencils. Again, I have a couple pens as well, but those have branding on them. I don't think any of these pencils have branding on them. At least not local branding. There's so many pencils! How does modify an emote work? I don't really remember, but I think it can let you squish an emote. I forget if it unlocks the emote for you temporarily. I need to actually relearn how to do my Twitch stuff. Oh, wait a second. One more. The most mundane thing I think I've ever kept is one of these little clips. It really is. It's just one of these. It's literally the most nothing burger item I can put here. Do you need a fancy topper for your staircase railing? Oh my gosh, those glasses actually work pretty good on Croc. But no, really. Do you, why? Why was this in the grass? Like, I don't know how some of these items just end up so far away from whatever else that they're a part of. It's truly bizarre to me. I mean, I can understand how, like, a traffic cone ends up in a lake. But I don't know. This is apparently a Cat 6 cable. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna... Oh, sorry. Had to burp. Maybe the second most mundane item. I don't know. Well, pencils are pretty mundane. Like, this is pretty useful, though. Like, a whole set of hex wrenches. Ooh, music, please. Like, yeah, I'm gonna actually probably just keep that with my tools. Like, actually nice loot. What else do we got? We're getting to the bottom. Like, I could probably use this glasses case as an actual glasses case. I mean, it's, you know, it's just a simple little thing, but it's there. I was a little sad when I found this and I couldn't fully get it working. I cleaned out all the guts. Obviously, it's just one of those stupid, like, so many games in one garbage little things. But I think I got it as far as if I put batteries in it, it'll start beeping or something. Oh my gosh, you flattened him. You killed him. Yeah, I guess I could put it in your miscellaneous wires bin, but yeah, just a broken little toy game thing. This is kind of useful, but kind of not. It's like half of a multi-tool thingy. Oh my gosh, look at that. Neat. Sorry, my brother, we watched My Neighbor Totoro today, so he's been using his paper cutter to, he's been trying to cut, like, little things.
I drew that one myself.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's actually, like, I mean, that actually, man, that paper cutter is good. Neat. But yeah, weird little multi-tool thing. It's got like a little saw on it, and kind of like, it's basically the worst of all worlds of multi-tools, but hey, I guess it works. It's a thing. I don't necessarily, and yet I have one. Somebody lost it, I guess. Like, I forget what these types of combs are called, but they're the types that, like, tropishly, like, I use, or maybe not tropishly. I think their function literally is to fluff an afro up. Cutting out. I think that's called a fro comb. Is my audio good, or are we still breaking up? But yeah, afro comb. This is actually quite an array of just garbage. I mean, I filled the whole place. So, I'm probably cutting out when I'm leaning down into here. So, I guess, whoops. 1 second, I gotta prepare this for, okay, how do I wanna, how do I want to present this? So, here is my new custom card game. In this card game, you have to figure out what the heck you can do with a 10 of clubs, a 10 of clubs, and we'll get to that one. Tigers outfield. Is that Javier Bays, or I don't really remember. I'm bad at names. Javier's? Uh, I don't know. Maybe baseball card, and okay, this one's kind of crazy. I found God one day. This card was in Javier. Javier. Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, I get tripped up on J's because languages are all over the place with those. What does create a clip do? It is for if you have a funny moment, you can click it, and it'll bring up a little UI, and then you can have like you can share like a little like 60-second clip of the stream. You can even cut it down to a specific length. But anyway, yeah, the Pokemon cards. That's a 10 of spades. Oh right, yeah, clubs is the yeah. But can I get this closer? This card was in such bad condition when I found it like in a snow puddle. I had to do so much. Oh my gosh, it reflects so much. I can't even like get it on the camera properly. It's too reflective. Why is it so crazy? No, I almost had it. There's like a specific angle this won't reflect like crazy. Oh my gosh, 1 second. I think I have to stand up for these. Let's try this. Let's try this. Will this work? Anyway, my ultimate Pokemon card. I'm assuming. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna change the lighting. I'm gonna backlight the room. Ooh, that might work. Maybe. Ooh, that actually looks kind of nice. Let's see. Can I? Okay, now I'm actually adding a shadow there if I'm doing it that way. There, I think that's better. Sort of. Oh, the card is in such bad condition. It's so hard to even see what's on it. Oh, this poor thing. The camera is always lower down than I'm expecting. It's an Arceus card. Arceus, I guess is how you pronounce it. I don't know Pokemon very well. It's so wrinkly and the back is faded. This poor card has been murdered by time, ironically. I also have a Hatena? The card is dead. Yeah, a little bit. This one's also not doing so hot, but Arceus possibly. Arceus in the ads. Huh. So we got that. That's another card. Okay, this is one of the weirdest cards I've ever found, just as a thing. Let me try to get you the picture of it real quick, and then I'll try to explain it, or I'll try to read off all the text. It is a Dragon Ball Super card game. Upa, Father Revived. If your leader is a yellow non-grape ape Son Goku childhood card, when this card is played, send up to 1 yellow Bora from your deck to your warp. Shuffle your deck, and at the start of your next turn, play that card from the warp in rest mode. This card is the most convoluted, like, tie-in card game thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it is, I guess, a character whose father has just been revived. And I guess that's like, oh my gosh, the stream delay and everything, I never know where to be. So, like, it's Upa, but father revived mode or whatever. And if your leader is a yellow non-great ape Son Goku, okay, let me just express how messed up the formatting on this is. In brackets great ape, and then in like singular, like in double brackets. Okay, let me restart. In double brackets great ape, and then in single brackets Son Goku : childhood card. And then there's another colon and it, goes. The grammar, like everything about this card is so convoluted. I have a League of Legends. Like, where am I positioned? Like, can I get closer? Like, the cards are really hard to show off. Oh my gosh. Like Death Grip. I think this is just like a move one of the characters in the game does or something for a League of Legends card game. Like, okay. That goes there. And then my ultimate card, my cow card, which can be flipped over into fox mode. Oh, I love this card. This is actually like one of my favorite things I've found because I find, so specifically, again, we have a collection of fox plushies and I'm making jokes about cows all the time. So to have a card that on one side is a fox and one side is a cow is like, it's literally thematically like perfect to a lot of the jokes that we've had on stream recently. Something about like a cow or a fox being secretly a cow as well. Oh wait, no, a cow secretly being a fox and I don't know, getting into the hen house. Again, can I just like get this close to the camera and just ruin your day real quick? Because oh, my screen. Like, what is this monstrosity? This is like, again, this is like the there's nothing more cursed than that in this entire pile of things. Anyway, Wolf. Oh, you just got here right as I actually run out of junk. We are nearing the end of the junk segment of what time is it anyway? Okay, this has only been about an hour. I know this. I kind of knew this stream was going to be shorter. It's kind of a hard stream to plan, just in general. Just because it's like all the weird stuff I've collected, just kind of strewn about. So I guess I'll just go over everything one more time. I'll do my summary now that it's all on the table. First of all, underneath of it is my welcome mat. I can't believe, I don't know, like I might put this welcome mat, like I don't know, maybe by the door over there, or maybe I'll just put it in front of my room. Gloves, so many gloves. I can actually get use out of these. And if anybody I know ends up needing a singular glove, they know where to get them. Any female clothing? None that I kept. I mean, what? Oh gosh, sorry. Aside from things like gloves, yeah, no. I can tell you, there's some cursed stuff that you find out and about. Doing trash cleaning for the neighborhood, it's pretty gross. I will say it's a very, like, you don't necessarily do it because you enjoy cleaning up trash. You do it just out of pure stubbornness of needing something to feel productive and like a member of society. Yeah, I put it over here. Sorry, you here, let me just show Nutty this. This is the most cursed of all the items that I have kept. My it's never leaving the bag. Like, I sealed this in here not knowing if there were creatures inside of it. Yeah, gosh, I almost, like, I'm not sure. Do I even want to talk about the cursed stories? I could leave it more on the positive side, like the one time, what is it? My eyes aren't working. It is, sorry, it is a Sonic the Hedgehog toy, which has clearly been used as a chew toy. I don't think it's moldy. That's the worst part about it. All of this grime on it is like straight up, like, I don't know. It's almost like it's had asphalt, like, from the road, like, melted into it. It's like gravel and stuff on it. It truly is cursed. It's headless. It's horrifying. It is sealed in a bag for all of time. But yeah, doing this kind of thing, there's definitely a level of like, I have to focus on the positives, or else I will go insane. Because, picking up, and again, luckily, as I showed earlier, I have a trash picking stick. Doesn't necessarily mean everything, and I wear gloves, but doesn't necessarily mean everything gets picked up with the trash picking stick, but I do what I can. Yeah, there's some gross stuff, rotting food, all kinds of like horrible things. So, again, sometimes in my head, experiencing hardships and difficulties is kind of what keeps me sane. So there's something like almost meditative about how horrible the process can get. Other days it's just pleasant out. Stuff like this. Okay, so there are items that if they're like, none of this I would say I remember touching anything gross. There's definitely stuff that it's like in RimWorld, if like somebody dies wearing clothes, those clothes are just like tainted now. And yeah, no, I won't keep something that's like too nasty. For instance, there was a phone that was smashed up, like it was in worse condition. I should say, I forgot to note something. What told me that this was irrecoverable is the fact that the label that it had, when the label peeled off, there were roots behind it. There were roots on this tape measure behind the label, which is, I think, part of why it popped off so easy. This is actually probably the worst thing that I've actually brought home. But I also brought home and immediately cleaned it. So, I don't know. This one was just for, like, the example of how bad, like, some stuff is just not worth keeping. There was a chance it wasn't that rusted and it was like recoverable, but it's not like there was a phone that, not the one that I returned, but the phone, there was a phone that was so smashed up that I just threw it in the trash bag. It was like, it was about as bad as a phone can get. But yeah, it's actually kind of insane. Some of the stuff you'll find. Like, I guess like one of the things with doing this whole trash cleaning thing, I could tell you all of the grossest stuff I've found, but I think what I would consider the actual worst items I've found are like what I would consider the ethically worst items, which technically aren't singular items. They are an item that is now many items, that is broken glass right near like a child care facility. Like, it's there's like a lot of daycares and schools and whatnot in this neighborhood, and I don't know, man. It's depressing that when you live in a weird spot, which is like off of the main road. There's alcohol containers like everywhere, almost anywhere you go. People just drink those and throw them out the window of their car because they don't want to be caught with alcohol containers in their car when they're day drinking, I guess. Some of it, there's a couple interesting things. I guess the alcohol containers in general, the fact that you find them on the road, are always the most unethical. But the fact that, so like, it's one thing to have like beer cans in the grass, like near some of these like daycares and whatnot. The fact that I've several times found shattered glass, like of a bottle that's just been thrown out the window and hit the sidewalk and just shattered, like around these places, that makes me so mad. Quite the collection of assorted cursed items here. Yeah, this one's still the most cursed, and I'm just gonna keep showing everybody that pops in for a second. Okay, Lim. I don't know. Um, Gold, can you ask Lim in chat if they can't listen? Um, what color do I paint my fox in a minute? Because I have a fox that I'm gonna paint now that I've gone through my collection. And the colors I have available are just these, which there is a very vaguely Lim blue. Are these even like visible on stream? I'm not even sure. We have white, or like I can make, um, I can make it green. I can make it blue. I can make it orange, brown. Like it's a paint by numbers kind of thing. So I can make a standard. Oh my gosh, the blue is glowing. Yeah, orange would be fitting, but that's what the packaging shows. That's my only problem. Um, See, my problem is the only other color that makes sense is Lim blue. But like, is that weird to just have you pop in and then me just be like, hey, I'm gonna paint a fox to be your colors? But it's not Lim blue, because technically, I think before I knew you had a fox OC, I had this already. So you're cramping, you're cramping the style of my blue fox. So, but you see, the color works. It could work, and I could make it an evening sky. This I did not find in the trash. I did find it at a thrift store though, so that's halfway there, right? So I'm at a loss. I'm not sure whether I want it to be a regular just orange fox, because I have so many of those. You have so many fox plushies. Yeah, when you can get stuff for like cheap, yeah, you end up getting a lot of things. It just became a thing. But yeah, I just need to figure out to add this to the collection. This was like, I don't even remember what this was. This was like super cheap at the store. Like, I do need to add like water or something onto the tray so that the paintbrush is solid until I do. But yeah, just finishing up some of my stories before I figure out how to put all this away again. Or at least I'm going to put some of it away so I can make some space here. Let me get rid of the gloves. Oh, and they've just all fallen onto the floor instead of in the bag. I still can't get over, probably the silliest thing to me is I found a New King James Holy Bible. 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 Like, who dropped a bunch of Bibles off of their car? $83 cursed items? Oh, please don't tell me how many items do I have here? Depends on how I count them individually. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh gosh, how do I do this? Okay, 1 second. Let me spread some of this out so I can count it easier. Because like some of this stuff is piled on each other. How many items did I even, like, this is what I kept of the hundreds and hundreds. Like, okay, I was talking about that one area that was really bad. I think by the time I'm done, it's going to be somewhere between 15 and 20 full-size trash bags. I have collected... Oh, man. How many would that actually be? I have to unmath my math. I mean, I guess... So if it's like 15... I don't know, I've collected like 50 grocery bags worth of trash from there. Something like that. But anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if I'll count the money. Oh gosh, I've lost count. Oh! The money distracted me, just like real life. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Did I do these? 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62 items up here. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 90, wait, 90, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. Okay, you know what? The pencils really undo like the ability to. So I've grabbed like, if you include some of the other things I haven't shown here, like it's like 100 things. If you count the pencils individually. If you count the pencils all as one thing, maybe it totals up to 83. I think. I don't know. I might have miscounted all this, but we're somewhere in that ballpark. Okay, let me put all my cards away. Again, I want to get more, I want to find more cards on the ground, and I want to make like a card game out of them with all these nonsense rules combined. It is seriously crazy though, just ranting a little bit more on the alcohol containers. Like, it's so many. Oh, wait a second. Can I reach that? I don't know if I can reach it. Oh no, I'm too short. Okay, let me see if I can use the chair. How did I get it up there? I'm pretty sure I don't remember actually, but I'm pretty sure I found this. It was just a big old alcohol bottle that I thought was just like so big and impressive that I added it to my just jar collection essentially. Just freaking heck, dude, who needs this much alcohol? It's a little different than okay. I don't dumpster dive when I go out doing these cleaning sections. I find things off the ground. However, my apartment overlooks a dumpster of my apartment complex. So occasionally when I take my trash out or when I'm looking down there, we'll see things that people throw in. And for instance, my brother's current computer is one that somebody threw away. Somebody threw away an entire like working computer. Like, I think it had one problem he fixed. He's thinking they threw it away because they never cleaned it and it was overheating from all the dust. I forget what the graphics card was in it, but it was better than what he had. But the stupidest thing I think I've pulled out of the dumpster, however, I love glass jars for stuff, and so I couldn't really pass up a gigantic glass pickle jar. Like, I could store so many things in here. I haven't yet, but I could. I could use it as like a cookie jar. I've already neutralized it. Let me give it another sniff though. Okay, it still smells a little bit like pickle, so it needs a second bath, but it's not as bad as it was. Oh, I do have the dollar over here. Right, I forgot. Aside from the $20 bill and the $100 bill, I actually got $2 that I found. I keep the dollars with the foxes. They guard the money. Yeah, I could just like, I could like, oh, I can't fit most of the things. I should find a bottle and make it like a weird trash shrine inside. I could just fill the pickle jar with trash. Just pushing this forward a bit. Okay. Sorry, gotta fit in here. Okay, so color by numbers fox. I mean, I could just paint it blue, right? Oh, it'd be so funny because then I would have to do like a sky gradient and stuff. Okay, so this fox, let's see here. Obviously, we have the fox and all the fox colors that would go with the fox. Not 100% sure. I don't have the packaging for this, but I guess, like, do I want to just do white in the ears? I guess probably. Fun fact, the packaging got it incorrect, and this should have been sky color, and it wasn't on the packaging. The final choice is yours. Chet gave advice, but you have orders. Oh yeah, can I need a lot of space because I'm gonna have to like paint it here. Or maybe I have to, how do I do this? Because I'm so far away, actually. Okay, so for this part of the stream, can I just pull you all forward and put you on the welcome mat? Or is that not gonna work? That's gonna like, no, it's too forward, actually. I mean, that should be acceptable, right? This is a silly part of the stream. Okay, so with this fox, the body should be orange, but like the spot here should be white. It does have white paint, so I guess if I want to do that, white paws, I guess, white end of the tail, white face. The clouds, white. So there's bushes and there's like trees in the background. Do I want to make both of? I feel like I should make something. This needs contrast. I feel like I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. What if we have a green fox? So like, okay, if I oh wait, there's also tan. Okay, what colors do I? Okay, so orange. I guess I could make that tan. Does it want? What does it want to be? I don't remember the packaging at all. Because like these little spots could be brown on the ground here, like rocks, I guess. But like should the ground itself be brown? Is it in a garden? I feel like it needs to be in grass. Maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can do fall colors. If I get really particular with it, I could make the sky, I could use the tan or something and do like a gradient with the sky with like the tan and the orange. Green, if it was a lighter green, I think I would be more tempted to do this. Of course the green is just like shimmering, like it's gonna look really weird on camera. The green is very like a dark green. By the way, let me adjust the lighting a little bit for this maybe. Let's see. What if we go back to having the lighting from there and not from here? How does that look? I just want to know, like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, like, because I'll be doing it like this on like for you guys to watch. I'm doing this upside down, which is weird. I wish I had like more like blues and purples to work with. But yeah, the green is very dark. The blue, the blue is like pastel in a nice, like, you know, it's a kind of like pleasant sky blue. I'm hesitant to do green with the fox. If the green was like lighter, I could try mixing it, but I'm not sure if these kinds of paints are gonna behave. Um, I could try mixing it with white to try to sort of fade the fox. I guess I can. Just I have 1,000 of these jars, so I might as well use it. Gonna try to get some warm water real quick. Oh, let me not ruin this shirt. 1 second. Almost there. There we go. Hot water. That took a bit of time today. I didn't really realize before that a lot of artists actually do use like paint thinner when doing art, and like I've always used just water. Where's the lapel? Okay, it's there. And well, paint thinner is not very good for you, so I think I'm going to continue using water. I need to make my artistic choices. I need to figure out what I'm doing. It's interesting when you have a tight palette and you're just trying to figure out what to do with that tight palette. Oh, I need 1 or 2 more things. Also, I hope I haven't covered lapel or anything too much. Oops. I haven't done painting in a while, so I have other brushes, but I guess the point of this is to use the one they give you. Maybe I should grab a rag. These cloths are just gonna shatter immediately, aren't they? Okay, so I'm just debating. Let me just imagine for a moment. By the way, is this supposed to be a female fox? Because it has eyelashes. It just has very subtle gendering. Am I crazy? Am I crazy, or is there just very subtle gendering in the design of this fox? What if I just make it brown? Would that be so bad to just have a brown and tan fox? Knows the answer, but it's not telling us. I'm having decision paralysis on what I want to do here. Huh. See, I kind of want it to be sunset. That's the thing that's messing with me the most. Is I think I really want like a sunset. These bushes are also messing with me because I could make this whole bit green, but then the ground is... I know that's just how nature is. I'm gonna have to make a lighter green for the ground by mixing some paints at least. But I kind of want fall colors too. But then the whole thing is like an orange gradient. I'm sorry, I might just make it a blue fox so I can do more with the background. This might just have to be my choice. I could try to make it a bluish green or something. Yeah, you know what? Blue fox. Limbed by force. Okay, but I do still want to figure out, okay, so blue fox, a sort of orange into tan into blue gradient for the sky if I can manage. Yeah, orange sky. I might make the, like, I'm debating here. I might mix some different brown and green combinations. I might do a mix of like brown and like I might do some things to make the trees look like they've lost some leaves. Though they look like pines, so I don't know. It's gonna be something. Let's just try the sky because it's gonna be the most complicated part of this. It's gonna be really funny after all of this to open this up and it just like dry or something. Oh, there's like no paint in these. Okay, we're gonna have to be very careful with our paint usage then. I don't think I really need much, but let's see what I can do. I also have to like figure out how the paint like feels. This is such a silly stream. Okay, I should start at the bottom and work my way up with the paint to get like the gradient I want. Oh, I should have some like Q-tips or something. Oh, my screen turned off. Why is the bot taunting me? Okay, these paints work with water. Just get that all off. Again, we have to be efficient with our uses. Use a little bit of water to clean up this bit that I went over the lines, because, again, I haven't done actual, like, painting in so long. Oh, you're right! When did the music end? I literally can listen to it, and I oh my gosh. I got so in the zone. Well, okay, we're changing our music up. Yeah, I mean, I guess that was only like 10-20 minutes ago, so it hasn't been like half the stream. One second, let me find, I know what I need to find. I just don't know where it is in my list. No, not that one. There it is. As is tradition. Yeah, when the music blends into the background, you're chilling out, I guess. Okay. I will say, it is actually a little weird painting inside the lines. I haven't really thought about this very much. Doing so much digital art, you kind of get used to the fact that you can paint under the lines. And I guess a lot of times the line art would generally be done... Well, I think it would usually be done over... Well, I don't know. I don't actually remember. That might actually depend on the workflow of whatever group or studio or whatever is being worked on. I could swear, yeah, you would still... What the heck? Oh my gosh. I think this paint is flaking. What the heck?
What is going on?
Maybe it doesn't mix with water well.
It seemed fine over there, but now there's like a bunch of crust on the painting. Again, I don't know. I don't have like the packaging anymore, so I don't know if these are oil-based or water-based or what. Oh yeah, I think this track just like has a bit of silence for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's the mood we're looking for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do. So, again, I forget if you already said that you don't have the Discord or whatever, but I haven't done all of them, but I did quite a few of the emotes, like the animated emotes used for the Noida Discord. Not like by intention, they just liked them enough that's what they ended up using them. Very popular. It's kind of funny. My opinion on my Hamas emotes at this point is mine are just like digestible, but the other guy, who I really hate the fact that I'm so bad with names, I've forgotten his name off the top of my head. I legitimately feel like his animations are so much better than mine, but those are like, I guess they're just less like often just memeable, I guess. The powers of memes cannot be underestimated. Now his latest one where he made his backflip one just fall over. That one is such a mood. Do you remember his name? Oh gosh, I should remember his name. Oh, speaking of the game, we finally actually finished quite a lot of what we were working on. So I'm finally entering the testing phase to see if there's anything we missed. For the new update. So all the new UI and everything else that we've been working on. Basically all the visuals are finally done. And then I can move on to the rest of the content. There we go. That's how I feel. Why won't I die? What? Huh? What? Painting the fox for you. Haminations. I do actually feel really awkward that you were pestering me for the nightmare mode map, and I was just being kind of dumb about not doing it. And then I realized, wait a second, you've been like subbed to me for so long, and it has half been as almost like a payment for it. And I'm like, wait a second. Right, this is technically commission in a way. And then I kind of like, okay, I gotta get on this. I gotta finish it. I forgot this isn't just charity work anymore. Like, I don't mind the pestering because I have realized I'm the exact kind of person that requires pestering to be productive at all. Like, maybe this is just the millennial into Gen Z vibe, but there is an unfortunate vibe of like, we all feel so self-conscious. This isn't dark enough, actually, I don't think. No, I haven't tried the game. Again, I didn't get much of a chance to check it last night because I got caught up in, is it Matcha Chameleon? I really, Mecha? It's not quite Mecha Chameleon. I really don't know what's up with that name. Yeah, once I raided the one streamer, I ended up just joining their Mecha Chameleon group and had a blast playing that for the first time. Again, I'm feeling kind of good about again, just kind of going back into what I just said about being the type of person that needs pestered. I'm kind of glad that Lim brought up so much the idea of like raiding people. Because I really was neglecting that as a streamer, and I'm enjoying slowly finding people worth kind of adding to a long-term rating list. And yeah, the streamer last night was like a really fun group. They were really fun to mess with for a bit. I'm so proud of my my Hamas that I did in that. That's so it's so dumb looking, but it's so perfect. It really is. Mecha. Yeah, but it's got 2 C's in it, I think, in the name. So I don't think it's Mecha. I think it actually is supposed to be different. Not sure if this is working the way I want it to, but we're trying it still. The tan didn't really work. There we go. Heck yeah, bro. I'm wondering if I can like scrape off some of the stuff. Okay, so I think at this point, with the sky color, I gotta be careful with this. This is gonna be very watercolory, I think. I mean, it already kind of is, but like really, really watercolor. I still don't know like why it like crinkles up sometimes. It's really weird. Like I guess the brush is wet and it's, I don't know. Like will that all brush off afterward? Not really. It's kind of on there. But yeah, I guess what I was getting at a moment ago is I don't know, like yeah, if it's a weird mix of like Gen Z, millennial, like, or if it's just people in general have always been this way and we're just more conscious of it. But this is such a weird double feature stream. I think we're all in this weird state of being anxious that we're bothering each other. But then we're all like reassuring each other. No, yeah, I'm just that way. Please talk to me. I'm definitely very much a hermit crab in certain ways. But not quite in the way that I don't want to be bothered. So I end up doing well with friends that pester, perhaps. Pester while understanding what I'm actually into. Hello? Music? I kind of got too much gradient. Like, I didn't lift this side up enough. I might actually want to do another pass of the oranges real quick before I can feel like I'm able to do like an actual gradient here. Because this comes up too high, I think. So basically what I'm saying is
if you're ever playing Noida, Entangled Worlds, just, you know, do the gamble of whether I'll say yes. I've actually been thinking about reworking. Well, okay, I'm gonna start looking into, now that it's been given some time with some more users to like probably sort some of its like bugs and everything, and just like establish itself a little bit more. I'm gonna look into that Stout program that I barely touched the last time we had our Discord scare. My thing right now is I'm also very bad at like joining new platforms. I used to be on all kinds of websites, and then at a certain point, I started hating signing up for things. I think part of my problem is I don't like thinking about, okay, which of my accounts do I even want to like use? Like, which of my email addresses? Like, which companies do I think are going to go under? How much information do people want? You know, the internet got ruined at some point. And so, I might actually take that BRB. Yeah, you know what? Before voicing more of my life anxieties, I'm going to take a quick BRB. So let me put the microphone down, and I'll be right back. One second. I started talking as if I had the microphone on. One second, let me get that back on. So used to having the lapel on that you kind of forget when you take it off for a second. I was just saying for a second there that the I think we should be back now, right? I was just saying, get rid of the music. I was also going to add, if you beat match those two songs, I think you would get a pretty nice remix. There were some moments there where the beats weren't quite right, but it kind of sounded neat. Oh yeah, Fading Blue. If you want to say something, better say it. Advice found to repeatedly work. Yeah. I don't remember what part of the conversation that would specifically apply to from a moment ago, but generally good advice in multiple situations. Yeah, so Discord, we're getting back to that time of year where Discord is talking about doing this age verification thing. Which, it's not like I'm on any servers that actually... Well, okay, so here's always the thing with this. It's the... Well, first they came for, and I wasn't, so I said nothing, and yada yada, you know the rest of the poem. And then they came for me, and there was no one to protect me. Age verification, I don't really want to support any platform that is trying to push it through, is a general principle. And I would generally like to support... Okay, so chat programs, I've been around long enough that I know something like every 5 to 10 years, I think it's just natural for the market to just decide it's time for a new chat program. So, like, again, like, you had MSN Messenger and then Skype, which, interestingly enough, Microsoft succeeded at buying, and then everybody moved to Discord, and I think Microsoft tried buying Discord as well, but I don't think they didn't succeed, and they're probably not gonna buy Discord at this point. But given Discord's, like, leadership, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave in eventually and sold it to Microsoft, same as Skype. So, like, each of these programs, you know, one further back than my time, I guess, was, like, the sort of, like, AOL, like, you know, American Online, stuff like that. Sit back, but it doesn't mean to give up. They just give up for now. Oh my gosh, Roblox has some of the, like, worst quotes from its leadership that really would make me never feel like any, like, kid I have would ever be safe on Roblox. It kind of makes me sad that, all in all, the way Roblox functions is very similar to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. In that these games have amazing creative potential for people, but are kind of held back by the kind of company that runs them. I'm not sure if my fade here is working. I think after a little while the watercolor, like, it's just kind of, or the watering it down kind of stops working. It's kind of weird. So I got some, like, white splotches here I need to work on. Doing a fade with paints is something I never really learned how to do, so this might take me a little while to figure out. This side's gonna be a problem, I think. But the music tells me to try harder. But yeah, there is, like, a very, very Discord-inspired program. In fact, I feel like Discord is using a baseline. So, okay, when I say Discord-inspired, I think the weird thing is, it's whatever, like, I don't know if Slack is the original one or what. There must be a base, like, Chromium chat program kind of thing that's, like, open source or something out there somewhere. Because, like, I'm almost convinced everybody's just using a base and hosting their own thing, because the sheer similarities between Slack and Discord, and I think Slack predates it. It's like, what is everybody, like, basing their programs on is my question. Who came first with this specific format? I'm not even 100% sure if I want something that's specifically Discord. It's kind of like Blue Sky is fine, but, like, I always think back to when Twitter was still functional. Like, I oftentimes think back to, I used to actually use TweetDeck instead of direct, like, Twitter. Because it was just much easier to, like, follow things and use it, and it was linear, and I guess Blue Sky is linear, so that's nice at least. But, people like the familiarity of it, but I'm not necessarily sure if a Twitter format is really what's the most ideal on the internet. It's kind of coming along, but I knew this fade would like take a lot of work. I think I need to let this part dry and then do another layer of it. Man, what I wouldn't give for all these lines to just like peel off once you're done and just like, yeah. I was trying to make him verify days, but as soon as just use another client. From what I understand, the Blue Sky one sounds like it's so them just doing the bare minimum for that I think you can just put a U-block filter and you can still use the site without using the verification. Apparently after some of these recent nightmarish things our government has been doing, so Blue Sky has an age verification thing. It only applies in states and countries where it's required, which is the thing that's different to me than Discord doing it, because Discord tried doing this before they had any legal requirement. So like, yeah, if you use a VPN, you can get around it with Blue Sky. Just VPN out of Texas or wherever was like the one. And I think also I think also yeah, uBlock I think might work, and just use a different thing on the protocol. I definitely think decentralized protocols is something that I am very interested in general, because again, the one thing that makes Blue Skies a little awkward is the fire hose, whatever they call it, which is where all the data goes through. That might be a little too centralized, but aside from that, like, I guess, I don't know if it's like how you can technically, you know, host the entirety of a Bitcoin thing. I don't know if it's like technically you can ingest the fire hose yourself. And anybody that has the server capacity to do that can pick it up. I do think we need to, maybe with these protocols, go back to a more like on request kind of thing. Like, I guess that's the thing. You would think it would just be stored on whoever's instance's server, and you're just accessing the API to see it, but I don't know, maybe that is just how it is, but maybe I'm misunderstanding, who knows. Yeah, we're just skipping right to making the fox blue now. Oops. There we go. Try to find things that explains only one of the messages. One of them? Oh gosh, bot. Are you suggesting that each message of the eyes is a different S83 site? No! No! I don't think that's possible, bot. And I'm not even gonna... We've discussed things like this. Luckily, I think the cipher doesn't show signs that it would be able to be different encodings for... methods for... Let's not think about that too hard. Very careful around this part of the fox. Nice and smooth. Easy does it. But anyway, we got onto this topic because I do want to set up a new non-Discord server somewhere. Probably Stout, because it was the one people were most... Is it Stout now? Or did they change their name again? Yeah, like... Gosh, that is definitely the most internet-y name, and I guess maybe that's the sign that it's the best option. I don't know. Again, I've been having good luck with woodland creatures, so clearly I could start using that. I'll see if it's doing fine. Again, I feel like the one thing... When I last looked into it, I got the vibe that it was still, and it's like early ragtag like group of people trying to get this to run and struggling to handle the intake of all of the people escaping Discord. So I'll probably look into that again, and hope it's worth it. And so what I want to do with my next server, and I could update my Discord server like this as well, but for now, I'm thinking the Stout server, I will try to set up where, like, you know, I want it to not just be like my stream server. I know eventually, you know, even though I've been doing this for so many years, there's always the chance that your popularity can suddenly increase, and you know, having a full-scale server could be useful, but I think I want it to be more of like a mixed, like, you know, if Lim wants to do a notification, like I could have like trusted friends and whatnot have access to posting in the notification channel, like I do for these streams in my Discord. Kind of just see if I could just make a new network of nice people. I've joked about it, but sorry, I was just thinking to myself, when it comes to finding chill streamers, when it specifically comes to VTubers, I feel like I'm at least 3 for 3 now in finding like somebody who happens to be married and happens to be a VTuber and being like a really chill person. Whereas, I don't know, VTubers otherwise can have, like, they could be literally anybody. So I don't know if I'm noticing a trend or just being silly. When my wife ends up being a good thing? The millennials have figured it out, and now we've looped around. It is no longer my wife bad, it is my wife good. I don't know. I'm just being silly. Listening on this laptop, this volume doesn't go up that high. I can hear okay, but I'm listening to... Oh, the screen turned off. Was I mumbling? I can't hear you that well. Could you maybe speak up? Sorry, one second. Let me move the lapel. Lapels are very, very... Oh gosh, did I press a button on it? One second. No, I think it's fine. Lapels are a bit picky. I thought I was facing it enough. Let me see. Is the music loud? One second. Let me double check. I'll double check before I do any more. It looks like my volume's good. Just adjusting the music just a tiny bit. Oh gosh, I have no idea where the music is anymore. I think I made it quiet, like really quiet. No, now it's too loud. It's so hard to get the music right. I don't know. My volume looks good. Maybe I was just mumbling. I could have been mumbling. You'd be surprised how much that actually matters with a lapel. Use your words, man! Speak up! But yeah, what I've been thinking about with the concept of rating streamers is that I think streamers need to start coming up with like a round robin group where each streamer finds a couple streamers that are that stream a little later than they do, or like in a different time zone, and it just slowly transfers people over like throughout the whole day. I don't know, it just seems like it would be silly like that. I was like, I'll get some of the weird items back on screen. Just my cool cat, you know, my cancer. Where did I put the cow card? Sorry, the fox card. There we go. Weird junk. I'm just trying to like fill in like all the space on stream. Okay, so I'm going with a kind of like slightly tan cloud so that I can kind of come around here. How would I shade this? Because the sun is behind it, so it actually should be kind of darker, on the darker side. So I don't know if I would like, would I just like do some like splatterings of orange around like the edges. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I'm admittedly really bad at figuring out what kind of depth clouds have. I can imagine cool looking clouds. I've never been able to draw clouds that well. And I know I'm not technically drawing them here, but this seems incorrect. Like, maybe the tops of the clouds should be lighter still? Just not sure how to fix what I'm doing here. Okay, you know what? This is, I think, where my best course of action... This is where I would get a Q-tip out, but I think my best course of action... to come in here just with a little bit of this and just kind of do something like that to fix it. Clink. Water that down a little. I mean, it's okay. It kind of expresses the evening look of everything. Need a little bit of orange. Again, just like little amounts. Just tiny little amounts. At like the tops and more on the bottoms. I guess I didn't consider this paint by numbers actually being most of the stream. But I kind of don't mind. It's not really paint by numbers, but you know. Close enough. It kind of disturbs me how long I've been doing streaming as a hobby. I know, like, the reason, like, it hasn't gone anywhere is I'm horrible at marketing. But, I guess it's just wild to think how much and everything in this world, having the money and or having like an agency or whatever else people do to advertise for them is like everything. That's not to say I think I'm the most entertaining person in the world, but It's just, I don't know, I guess it's specifically wild watching people come and go. Like, you shoot up like a rocket and you burn out. Obviously, a lot of them stick around for quite a while as well, but, yeah, like, I guess the one thing, I'm not, like, also the biggest fan of, like, paperwork kind of stuff. So there are aspects of, oh yeah, I'm just behind on the times sometimes. For instance, I didn't know I could combine YouTube and Twitch chat now if I do it a very, like, specific way. It's very unclear, but it's something that's, like, new in the last year, and I'm like, oh, well, I should look into that, because I always hated the fact that I couldn't combine the two. But, like, specifically, I guess that's the weird thing. You can't technically combine them. I think the rule is you have to have something that distincts something as Twitch or YouTube. It's also one of those weird things where it's, like, in the TOS that you, like, kind of can't, but the CEO says you can. So I think the TOS needs updated. It's like, oh, it's so weird. I think I did the sky. The sky is kind of weird, but I think it works fine enough. Oh, I shouldn't be leaning my hand on the thing. But, yeah, I guess it's kind of funny. Oh, what's that phrase? Being a, jack of all trades, but a master of none. I've dabbled in many things, but I have not committed to many. So I'm okay at many things, and I can find myself around certain things. Yeah, I've never really, like, committed myself to the bit, I guess. So you get something like this, where I haven't, like, painted in years, but I did a little bit of painting years ago. So, you know, I can do a child's painting, at least. I can definitely tell with the size of this brush, the fact there's one of them. You could definitely get this for your kid and just occupy them for, like, a good few hours with how small everything is. I almost wonder if I want to do something with the face. I'm kind of just zenning out. Like, honestly, I swing a lot these days between freaking out about how quick life goes by and then doing something like this where I'm kind of chill with taking my time, relaxing, knowing to just enjoy the moment. I guess in some ways. So today I watched another one of the Ghibli movies for the Ghibli Fest thing that the theaters we go to do. It was My Neighbor Totoro this time. And that movie is just kind of chill for the most part. And I'm totally down for that. I think I'm getting old. I think I'm getting old at 30 now, and I'm ready to just live slowly, even if life is going faster. I really shouldn't, you know, I shouldn't make the I'm getting old jokes just because I feel like this is that meme where somebody says an insult, and it deflects off the person it's intended for, and it hits, like, somebody you like. I know too many people older than me to be like, oh, 30's old. I'm just dying. It's over. Wait a second. What about the people I know that are, like, 40 or whatever? They're probably not too fond of being reminded that they're, like, even older than a guy that's calling himself old. Forget painting inside the lines. Who needs them? Oop, okay, I need them. That was too much. That was too much. That was way too outside the line. Oh, I gotta fix that. That's terrible. Oh, no. My hubris! You have returned. Wait, when did you leave? I can't. Did I leave and then you left, or what happened here? Okay, well, at least one of my friends is in the collateral of me calling myself old. Oh, I see. Oh, right. Were you just what? Well, I guess if you were driving, then maybe not. I don't know. The fox is blue, after all. So I was just talking about, maybe I was always kind of this way. You know, I joke about it as if it's me getting old, but, I think I was always kind of chill with just doing tasks that are just kind of on my own and kind of mundane in their own sort of way. Oh, just out of the house. Not only do I do this trash cleaning thing, which is definitely one of those just vaguely mundane tasks. I mean, it keeps you occupied. It just, you know, it's just not, like, exciting. And it can be a little frustrating and all that. Yeah, so the, I think back to when I used to live in the first town I lived in when I was a kid. And, even back then, I would do things that, again, like, it was technically also volunteer work, actually, now that I think about it. Stuff that I guess you wouldn't think a kid to be willing to just kind of do, that was kind of, like, boring and whatnot. For instance, the museum that my brother worked at, they were redoing their train, because it was a train museum, they were redoing their train set, and so the volunteer work, oh no, is the green solid? No wonder there's like little flakes of things. These must be getting kind of old. Why is the green solid? Oh, there's no life in there at all. One second, let's add some water. I might be able to revive it. Yeah, so I ended up wanting to volunteer and help with something, but being a kid, obviously you're not going to be doing any of the, Oh no, this was just something I bought at the store for super cheap that I had no idea when I was ever going to do a stream segment for. So knowing the trash segment could take like just a short amount of time, I decided to combine the segments. I can't, the green is dead. I might have to think about what yeah, luckily the fox wasn't thrown away, but who knows, maybe it would have been. I might have to commit to the fall colors if I do you think a drop of alcohol would make the paint not solid anymore? Because one of these is perfectly solid, all the others are fine.
Depends on the paint, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If it's acrylic, I think it works, but if it's latex, it won't.
It has been dissolving in water, so it might work. Last chance, the water's not working. Let's see if something a little stronger will do it. Just a little drop, please. Okay. I might just have to let that set in a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and maybe we'll see if the green will come back to us. Disaster has struck. It's a good thing I didn't go with a regular linseed oil. I don't think I have something like that. Sounds like the kind of thing I would want to have, but I mean, I could let that set for a minute, but I don't think that's coming back. Okay, so it's really good that we went with the blue fox, because I have to commit to fall colors, I think. Well, let me make the fox like a little bit more blue while I'm at it. Like, let's give him another layer or two. Just like solidify the colors on him while we wait to see if we can become the greenest person. You know, maybe it's good I didn't make the fox green for an amazing reason. Like, at least because it's blue, that means the fox didn't murder anybody. That's the rules. That's just how it works. We've established this. The more green you are, the more people you've killed. Oh, I can probably use some of the... Okay, I'm gonna get this fox really nice and blue. And then I'm gonna see if I can mix the blue. Problem is green... Well... No, that's with light. This is subtractive, isn't it? So maybe... a little bit of blue and orange? Might work. I don't know what sort of green it'll make, but I'm willing to try. I've been doing, again, because I do mostly digital art, I do mostly additive color mixing, so light. I have to remember subtractive for paints is a lot different. And I have to remember the pain of art class in school, where I mixed all of the paints together and made a brown or a gray. And then when the teacher asks, what color... I've told this story before, I think. Like, what color would all the paints make? And the answer was supposed to be black, I think, because it's subtractive. And they really didn't explain it very well. And it did not match my physical experiment that I did as a kid. So I was really upset when the teacher called me, like... Well, I don't think she, like, called me stupid, but she, like, was so combative about how wrong I was that I think I cried. I was a very emotional child. I struggled. Oh my gosh, there's a reason why I had to be homeschooled. Holy moly, I was so sensitive. I was not built for a world of bullies. There we go. Yeah, I think this, like, this thicker blue is better. It's mixing all the paints. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I think it's one of those weird things that reminds me that the problem with schooling has been the complete, degradation of teaching the scientific method and sort of like the difference between, like, you know, a single test and like a more controlled test and all that kind of stuff. And obviously a kid in like 3rd or 4th grade might not be on the most up and up of it. I can't actually remember. I think man, was it 3rd grade or I don't even remember. You know, you got to teach the kids those kinds of things, but I guess they're not starting on that in elementary school, that's for sure. I wonder if after this is all like dried and everything, if I can like scrape the lines back out, or if I can get like a marker and try to redo them. Because I'm not really caring at this point that much about getting the lines, like, perfect. We are literally cutting corners. Or painting them, I suppose, actually, so not literally. Also, yeah, sorry, I am starting to whisper more, I think. When I get, like, really chill into this kind of stuff, my brain kind of goes into, like, a really relaxed, chill mode. I still need to get more people to raid. I'm having some success, but again, I I think I've been like deeply desiring community again, for sure. Boom, 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 boom. Mario Paint. Whether or not it's original Mario Paint or Mario Studio is up to how far into this playlist we are, but yeah, most of it is Mario Paint music. It's just my goofy stream music playlist, but that has always kind of been the drawing stream playlist. Yeah, I gotta fix this line specifically, like it's fusing the tail in too much. But okay, we got a very, very blue fox. Gosh, I think I talked about it. Sorry, that desire for like community and everything. Also, whoop. Yeah, animation. Yeah. And about what about it? Do I want to try to like add shading to the fox as well? I'm not sure if I want to go that far. Yeah, well, I was kind of talking about raids because I was thinking, okay, who am I gonna raid for this? Like, oh, is the green alive? Let's see. No, very much not. Okay, green is dead. We'll just seal that up and let it be dead. Okay, green is dead. I've used pretty much all the blue I think I'm gonna use. So, I'm gonna experiment real quick with mixing science. Let's get a bunch of blue in here. It's been a while since I've done something like mixing colors. You should use some Noida streamers that don't have a lot of viewers. I mean, I could keep rating Noida people. I mean, everybody here is familiar with Noida, so it does make some sense. Sorry, these are like dripping. I have to make sure they don't get on the table. Yeah, I guess that's a thing is you gotta should I make the like other details brown maybe? Brown and blue, that's actually a color combination I like. That's how I clothe myself. Yeah, I guess it's not abnormal for people to basically, oh, that was too much orange. It ate the blue. Oh, I forgot. Reds are very violent. I just made like a kind of pleasant brown. Yeah, I had a feeling that wouldn't work. Oh gosh. If I had like an actual yellow, maybe. I don't know. Gosh, is it like how? It's pretty hard to get green, I think. I think I need a lot more blue to pull that off. Maybe I will leave the white on the fox because the rest of the picture is already very brown. Do you have a YouTube? Yeah, didn't you find it last time? Weren't you the person that... Wait, am I dumb or... Wait, did I get you mixed up with somebody else? I thought you subscribed to me. Am I crazy? I'm very name blind. Have I think I've mentioned on stream before how bad I was at history. I'm good at like I like events and things. I think I must have mixed you up. Dang it. Oh no. Somebody subscribed to me yesterday. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I think okay, yeah. Ooh, it's a very off green, but that might still work for what I'm doing. It's closer to a green. It was the first time. Oh, wait, yeah, no, that's the person that popped up at the very end of the stream. You're right. Sorry, they were here for such a short amount of time that I just inserted them as somebody that it's like had just been around. Oh gosh, I'm so bad with names and faces. So yeah, these days I do take after my father a little bit with my interest in history, but it's more about the ebbs and flows of history and the events and how everything kind of connects to each other, rather than names and faces and dates that are very specific. Oh, that didn't add like anything. But yeah, I do have a YouTube. It should just be linked somewhere on the channel, actually. Or there might be a... Is there a exclamation mark links or accounts or... There, oh gosh, I feel like there should be a command that gives you links to things, but I'm not sure. I guess there's the commands, or yeah, exclamation mark command might give you a list of commands, and then you can use that to find your way to the, if there is one that gets you the link to my YouTube. Roles, Patreon. Oh, accounts, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Patreon. I swear I haven't forgotten about it. You're all just here. Like, why? I can't figure out what to do with a Patreon when, like, the actual benefit of the stream is to be here. Oh, man. I'm gonna risk just using all of the blue for this. Screen turned off again. Dale. Wait, did Dale not work? Wait a second. Oh, you know what? No, I forgot. The bot actually, the bot just did commands, so it might be on a cooldown or something. Okay, this color is not vibing with me as much as I want it to, but I guess it's useful enough. I'll try using it. Well, they're visible on stream at least, or if you all have the like Franker Phase Z or whatever. I forget which one that's under. Okay, well, I'm not gonna try to get this any more green. So I'm gonna try instead to do fall colors for like a lot of this. The fox is just gonna have to be sitting in the dirt, I guess. This is a little bit of a mess. Okay then. What does that remind me of? Is it just that old like whatever Jurassic Park Alan or was that what that is? I don't even remember. Am I mixing two memes up? Oh no, I don't know. Like there's a scene where he's having a nightmare and there's like a dinosaur trying to talk to him, I think. I think I'm going crazy. I have to remember, this fox is like this forever now. Okay, so being you like Noida, but I'm not familiar with how, like, in the weeds you are. How indoctrinated into the eyes are you? Do you know about the eyes? How much do you know about the eyes? Certainly you know that Lim is in as deep as you can get. I haven't been active in the Discord lately, but I was in deep as well. In fact, I guess because I believe in Lim, and by believe I mean I feel like the science behind what him and others have been doing is very quality science. I guess I'm one of the chosen few that doesn't think they're just something that we've already disproven. Yeah, the Noida eye secrets. Because that's what my bot's, like, oftentimes referencing. My bot pretty much prints out randomized terrible theories based on actual terrible theories we've gotten over the years. So it's like mix and matching different parts. It's not, well, okay, it's not just terrible theories. It's just every theory. It prints out terrible theories. The theories that are like included in the list is literally everything, including the science. But it's just once you mix some truth and some false, you get absolute garbage. Oh yeah, you have the 3-eye emote. First, we must alphabet chain a Noida Hamus. Noida Hamus, Noida. I love the fact that in this screen I can't see the emotes. I don't have that set up on this computer that I use to watch back. So I get to see the really confusing nature of somebody that doesn't have the emotes from Frankerface Z. This is getting really weird doing this upside down, by the way. Like, I don't feel like I know what I'm looking at yet. Is this a fox? Have I just drawn a puddle? I didn't think I'd be streaming this long. I didn't think about, like, how long do painting work? I could have made this its own stream. I just, you know. Oh, crud. I think Frankerface Z is the one I use. That's an add-on for Twitch, like a browser add-on that a lot of these things use. So I don't know, like, can you in Twitch chat see the emotes? Because then that means you have whichever program these Hamuses are installed through. So, like, my chat program on screen isn't the only thing that sees these. Anybody that has the correct add-ons installed can see them that way. It's just the program I use has that, like, built in. I think there's like another one too, other than FrankerFaceZ. You only see them in the chat on the video. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know whether you all... Yeah, it's just one of those things. There's actually quite a few Twitch memes where the emote isn't actually official. It's been less of a thing in recent years, I think. And I think that's because Twitch kind of sorted it out by making more emotes. Like, I don't know whether or not the original PogChamp like emote is like you can just do in FrankerFaceZ or not. It's still really weird to me that like some of the emotes are just different now. I can't even remember specifically why that guy got his emote removed. But yeah, give or take how much you know about the eye secret. You know, it's not like I'm talking about anything else important right now. Earlier that I could see doing a chat, not just in stream chat, or oh that you could have been. Yeah, I think it's just an add-on that you can download, so I don't think it's anything too weird. Yeah, all of those little ones. See, yeah. So that's one interesting thing. If your partner, like if you're partnered on Twitch, your bot can use, like you can give it a subscription for free and use the emotes. So I could just have a regular Hamas emote and have my bot use that, and then everybody would see it if I was partnered, or if I spent a little extra money and gave it a thing. Though I don't have any slots right now, I think, for that. Technically, I could probably set up a free mote and then have the bot use that instead. But yeah, so I kind of would prefer to have my bot do its memes with actual emotes, but you know, you do what you gotta do. I should see about using the free motes, at least for having it do some ball borbs. I don't even know what like FrankerFaceZ like emotes I have anymore, aside from the ones that we use regularly. I have a couple others. Oop, I missed a spot. He looks like bacon. Of course, the weird thing about it is I don't know, like, if FrankerFaceZ will exist forever. So, like, if that service ever goes down, just how many people lose the ability to use, like, so many emotes? Because I think you have to set which ones are, like, even attached to your channel. Yeah, this is not a great green at all. It is not the greenest green that you've ever greened. But it's like, I guess it's good enough for like late season. The music stopped. Oh gosh, I just got paint on the table. I'll fix that in a second. I need a drink anyway, so there's a good time to get up. Pilot Wings music, go! What kind of mess have I made in here? Oh my gosh, it's almost 9 o'clock. I've trapped my brother in his room for so long. Are you gonna do more Minecraft or any other games? You keep suggesting that one. I'm sorry to say, I'm not sure if I'll play it. It just looks so strange, and I don't think it's my kind of energy. But I will definitely play Minecraft. In fact, so okay, I had a weird idea. I had kind of just wrapped up doing like the spring-loaded Hammus and all the other little tests I was doing in my test world. And I'm like, okay, well, that's it for the test world, right? That's probably all the things I'll do. I'm skipping the BRB, sorry, bot. Yeah, I do need to play more Noida. So I had a weird idea. It would be a horrible, like, format because of the way the files work. But I think with the circuit boards, I want to try to make... I think I know how I can make a, like an actual... sorry, my brain's turning off. Like... an insertable disk, basically, that will be able to, like, essentially run commands? Maybe not commands, but, like, basically something that can output binary? This sounds crazy, but I want to experiment with it, so it'll probably be one of my experimentation streams sometime soon enough. So there'll be that in Minecraft. Obviously, my survival world is probably gonna just go on forever. To a cryptograms solving stream. One viewer for me? I thought you were a Minecraft IRL streamer. So speaking of the eyes, the Noida eyes, actually I guess we could get into something we did recently enough with Noida. So I had a huge Noida run that I did recently, where I say huge, nothing compared to like Fury Forge's ones, for instance. But for me, pretty dang crazy long playthrough. Where I found, like, I went through and I got screenshots of all of the secret messages, like all the background messages, all the eye messages, a bunch of other glyphs. There's some stuff I think I still needed to edit, and I was going to do that on stream, and I don't think I did, but I did transpose most of those into text, I think. So I did do a huge series. It's all on YouTube. I think I even have a playlist for that. It's the Noida Glyph Hunt. Long playthrough. That one ended with my, That ended with my SunQuest run. So that was the run where I did the SunQuest for the first time. So I actually now have my crown and amulet. Because I did the supernova too, I guess. It was something. But I think, like, it got me in a weird spot where I stopped playing Noida after that, for the most part, aside from playing with Lim. Like, me and Lim found the eyes in multiplayer together. That was a fun thing. I gotta do more multiplayer. The multiplayer is so fun. And I actually, if I do Noida on my own again, I'll probably do Twitch integration, have some fun with that, or start up maybe a modded, some kind of, like, modded run of some kind. Cryptogram cooking. That would be if I actually knew how to make good ones. But doing, like, making cryptograms on stream seems, like, really comically redundant for, like, You just watch the person come up with it. Unless the whole stream is a cryptogram. Oh no! That would be horrifying. Somebody making a whole... Oh, dear goodness me.
You have to decode the stream. Baconian cooking?
Wait, have I been like... When I lean over for these details... Oh, I'm kind of there, but not really covering anything. Stenographic... Oh gosh, sorry.
Lim, I'm so sorry. I haven't gotten a chance to take a look at the thing you sent me.
I guess maybe tonight I'll try to take a look. I feel so bad that oh, what is with my motivation with Cypher stuff? Maybe I was always just more into the documentation and like the fascination with the mystery was my whole problem. It's really hard, I think, to get people into actually truly being interested in it. I guess maybe that comes with being the master of none for certain things. It means I don't feel like I have the skills to keep up with like certain discussions, but I never have quite pushed myself to acquire the skills needed to excel in a lot of these things. But yeah, but yeah, I'll try to take a look at the thing you sent me and see if I can work my way through it. But yeah, so I did a pretty substantial Noida run recently. And yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of Noida. That's one of the reasons why, like, finding Noida streamers is kind of one of my, like, go-to, easy, like, oh, okay, this is a community I was, like, a kind of a big part of for a while. I say big part of as if I... I may be a content creator. I'm not a popular one. Let's see here. Fury is planning a video. I can't wait to see it. Wait, Fury is planning a video. So he's gonna do a little bit from what he mentioned. I don't think it's gonna be nearly extensive enough to make my video redundant. That's all I can like really sort of say about it. It's just like kind of more of an, I think his is more of an update video on like what's left. He's gonna do a little bit on them. Mine is a deep dive. Like he can do a bit and still probably like, again, my video, if I ever finish it, is like probably gonna be like an hour long kind of thing on just the eyes, whereas this is covering like the eyes and other things. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I really don't want to be like competitive about it either, because if somebody else beats me to the punch, then I can finally just rest and not think about it ever again. I think I'm gonna work on the video after I get this update to my game out. Great Gun Gauntlet. Wish list on Steam now. Noida. I mean, yeah, the eyes are pretty hard to even get to, so they're quite something. But yeah, I think I'll just chip my way through the video here soon enough. Again, I'm gonna get this update out. We're so close now. In fact, really, I think this week I could have probably done a little bit more than I did with it, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe Fury having like a video on it might be the motivator for me to be like, okay, this is good, this covers a lot of stuff, this gets interest back. Where are people gonna go if they want a deep dive, you know? Like, because that's the thing, like, because, like, if you remember the unfinished version I sent a while back, it includes everything of, like, where to find them, like, a breakdown of why we have our sort of, like, understanding of them to be the way it is. Like, it's extensive. Oh no. Find hints we are missing about Anoida Hamus. But maybe before that, we should try to do more cryptographic analysis on the desert runes. My video also is willing to say that those are just, like, sure, interpret them how you want. What else, like, what do you want to do with them? They're just some rocks that have shapes that are all over the game. I mean, what? Like 50 hours of Noida because I have not been checking my Steam website, but I'm sort of... I guess there is a feeling that everybody kind of feels like a noob if they're under 100 hours at a game like that. I feel like... I forget what mine... I think I'm over 100 hours. Oh my gosh, wasn't the one run I did itself? Didn't that put me up like a bunch? Because it was like 30 some hours in one run? Just because of all the stuff I had to do to complete it? Or to complete my tasks that I was doing? I mean, I was also a bit of a coward compared to a lot of you for some of this. Yeah, like, I guess Noida is two stages, and the first stage is when a run is, or is when you have 50 hours in the game. The second stage is when a run is 50 hours. Or no, maybe that's the third stage. I would probably have more wins, but every time I get past Call Me, I convince myself I have to do something else. I have to do some side quest or whatever. Sometimes I wish there was more to do after Call Me. There's so much to do, and yet it's still not enough. I want more contrast in the background. I also need these pebbles. I'm using telescope for practice, so doesn't help the basic skills in dodging attacks. Oh yeah, taking days. Yeah, like you can imagine it takes days just because you know, I'm doing all kinds of things like climbing to the bottom of the world, climbing to the top of the world, just going all over the place looking for glyphs to take screenshots of. It was quite something. And also, yeah, I technically did what would be considered like kind of the ultimate quest of the game. I'm gonna do some touch-ups, but I'm not so happy with it. It was a long run. It was crazy. The fact that I just kept doing more things is, I guess, what's funny about it. That world was messed up by the end of it, too. There was no water or, like, anything. Like, so many materials were, like, missing. Just straight up missing because there are, for the quests I was doing, there are required fungal shifts. Am I getting used to how Noida's world gen works or something? Yeah, like, you could enable a lot of options depending on how much you're willing to... Like, so the telescope is interesting because it it straight up is just cheating, but it's like cheating that feels kosher. Like, for instance, I had something like bug out in my run, and I was completely fine with opening up the telescope and using the item search to find a new... I think it was my evil eye disappeared. It got eaten by the loading screen or something. Okay, so the edge of the screen can sometimes like eat items, basically. They'll unload and despawn. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, I need a lot more blue than that for the color I need. I put way too much brown in here, actually. Information is free, especially when it takes skill to survive and win. That's my policy. Using it, whether they think it's cheating or not. Yeah, okay, bot, calm down. Yeah, it's like, I feel like I would prefer to use the telescope over using, actual mods when it comes to my level of what feels like cheating. The blue ended up making it a lot more green again than I expected. Yeah, I guess it's an interesting kind of thing, because I guess it's the same level of cheating as one might consider. Man, I wish this had a black paint. It's the same level of cheating as if you're doing a randomized run for a game. You can oftentimes, I don't like these rocks. You can oftentimes open up like something to know where an item is if you're really, really struggling finding it. This would be a lot easier if I just had primary colors to mix, actually. Is there anything else I want to do before I wrap this up? These drop spells actually makes my game... Whoa. Can I get back up there? I was reading that. Chat's actually active for once. Your approach way higher. Huh. Oh, I see. Honestly, edit ones always is... When we played with that the other week, I mean, that was a great experience. I kind of prefer Noida with that so much. AIDS? Thing? What? I'm gonna have to double check the... Oh my gosh. AIDS is not something I think I would ban. I talk about too many serious topics on stream to disable people's ability to use words like that. Whatever, Twitch. So I'm not 100% sure what I want to do here because the lines aren't as clean as I would like. I'm gonna try something. 1 second. One last thing before I wrap up the stream, because I guess we're getting to that point where this fox is about as good as it's gonna get. I'm a little mixed about how the contrast in the background is very poor in my opinion. The fox pops out from the background very well, but there's like no distinguishing depth between the background and foreground, and I'm not too happy with that. I'm gonna try just making the trees brown, like just really darken them up, I think. maybe treat them like mountains or something. At the sacrifice of all the detail I tried putting into them, I just want there to be like some kind of see, actually I'm immediately not happy with that. I don't like that at all. I'm smudging the fox. Okay. One more try to mess with the background. Can I just use arrows? Oh, I hit the shift key and I think it clicked out. 1 second. Click and then arrows. This is a pretty color. I think it's really cool, even though only content I've seen is supposed on enemies, but stream I learned. There's a really cool boss. Yeah, there's Apotheosis is pretty cool. Yeah, it's its own kind of thing. Okay, so my last attempt to maybe distinguish this. No, but then it blends in with the fox too much. Oh, how I wish I had green. I'm truly not sure what I could do to fix this. Down one color on such a soft color palette is really rough. I do want to see if this works. Oh, it might work. Okay, more difficult than painting. Fixing lines. This is like maximum concentration time. Yeah, I think I can fix the lines pretty decently. I'll just have to do a little work there, so we can fix what I've done to the lines. I just need to figure out, is there anything I can do to be happy with the trees in the background? Let's open the green paint and just see, like, one last time if letting it sit for a bit worked. No, it really doesn't seem like it worked at all. That's crazy. What if I make the trees really orange? One second. I have an idea. Wait, is that correct? No, trees don't go that way. Trees go this way. And now I've painted too much, and so they don't have any, like, distinction to their lines. Is it just me, or is the music, like, a lot louder than it was before? Not sure how much this is working, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm kind of treating these like weird pine trees that have gone brown? Wouldn't that just mean wouldn't that mean an evergreen is just straight up fully dead? I don't think this is the wisest decision I've made. Green needle. It's probably okay. Now, I guess the one time I watched Fury Forge play Apotheosis, he also had, like, other mods installed, I think. So I don't know how much, like, the other mods helped make, it, like, more reasonable by having, like, more stuff he could get to sort of fight it. The one thing I do remember, however, is Apotheosis changes the size of the map. So other mod stuff is gonna spawn in really weird locations. So that's one of the weird things. You kind of have to play it on its own. It's like, I was thinking of making a mod once, and it kind of would also have to kind of be its own thing. Well, he's also better, but, you know, I think there were things in it that Apotheosis doesn't have by default that, again, it gives you, like, you can get more gear if you work with it. Which, you know, it's like how my Minecraft playthrough is sort of like that. There's always something cheesy I can do to save on resources or whatever. Just because of other mods I've installed. I want to do more with this picture. I don't want to just leave it like this, and yet I'm not sure what else I can really do with it. I kind of think I have to accept that it's just kind of like this. Maybe I could have just made these trees into, like, snow-capped mountains or something. I think that would have made them sort of distinct, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna accept that the trees are just like that. Actually, you know what? Wait. I have one last thing I can kinda do to help. Maybe. One second. I'm really just... I'm struggling at this point to figure out what to do without grabbing more paints. It's just so off, I guess, with just this combination. Again, I would have been doomed if I had relied on green existing. Okay, okay. That all needs to dry a little bit. There are some lines here I want to fix. In the meantime... trying to find spots that aren't currently drying. This fox would get eaten, like, immediately because it does not match its environment at all. Unless it survives like this until winter, then it'll do pretty good, actually. Because then it'll be, like, really good against the snow and ice. Yeah, get those lines thickened up again. Heck yeah, dude. I love fixing mistakes. Okay, this doesn't have to be perfect, but I should probably still try to be somewhat on the line. Yes. We're doing it! We're fixing our mistakes! Yeah, that actually makes it look proper like trees.
Reasonable mod to use. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's kind of horrible, the inventory situation in Noida. Especially when modded. I think I wouldn't mind if Noida had, like, a quest item slot? Like, why wouldn't you put that in a different pouch of your bag, you know? It'd be kind of cool to make a mod that, like, does the Terraria thing where, like, you have a bunch of slots and it cosmetically, like, adds things onto the visual of the player as you use them. This is actually coming along very well. Grabbing the marker was the best thing I think I could have ever done. Obviously, it's not like the cleanest cleanup, but it's better than leaving it as it was. Okay, I'm getting kind of ugly with it right there. That was pretty bad. What else? What else? There's just a couple spots here. Granted, doing it kind of sketchy works pretty well to make the fox look a little fluffier, weirdly enough. Anything else I want to thicken up? I kind of don't mind the clouds being kind of faded. Are we done? Is this the end of the stream? I can't believe I painted this upside down. That's sort of like really weird. It's like, oh wow, okay, turning it around, it's not bad. Okay. Just gonna add a little bit of extra like detailing here or there. I don't think I can do anything to the fox without risking the pen like just truly just ruining everything. Maybe I will do the clouds. I don't know, maybe I regret it already. Well, we're committed now. Committed to an institute now, goodness me. Okay, I think, wait, no, one more spot. It's always how it goes when I polish something. I go to close the pen and I see something else, you know? Okay, okay. I need dinner. Final shot. I might wanna change the camera a little bit, but oh, is it glowing slightly? I mean, I guess that's fine. Yeah. One second. Let me get some more ambient lighting in here, so I can get a nice final picture of the fox. The only extra tool I grabbed was a Sharpie to crisp up the lines. Let's see. Further back, maybe. Framing it on the wall. That would be kind of funny to get a frame for just a little, like, couple dollar fox drawing that we just found at the store. I bought this on such a whim. We were just out shopping, like, normally, I think. I think that's where... And I just, like, saw it, picked it up, and like, well, adding to the collection. I feel like this was under $5. Certainly. For all I know, it was on sale for like $1. We probably have a thing. It has no back legs. It's like... Wouldn't I be able to, like, one second, risking something, wouldn't I just, like, imply that by... Oh, screen turned off. There, now it has back legs. I think. I have no idea where the camera is. It's so weird that I can never predict this right. No? Down a little? I keep thinking the crabs are like off stream or off screen. I just want like it angled like really good. I'm just trying to get a, maybe a thumbnail material. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so streaming schedule is Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays right now. Same 6 o'clock to basically 9 o'clock, 3-hour schedule. Not like the longest streamer in the world, but I do my sessions. I do not punish my body. There we go. I think that's good enough. I did it. Alrighty, this is going into the fox pile. Do we have any, like, mail or anything I have to hide over here before I... Well, you know what? No, well, do I want to show this area? And, not really. Whatever. You don't get to see it. It's for our eyes only. Our exclusive fox pile. I mean, maybe. One second. Is there anything over here? I don't think I would, like, sorry, sometimes things have, like, addresses on them and whatnot. Yeah, come on. Why are you falling over? What is happening over here? Oh yeah, I also found a little dart. The last piece of trash. One second, let's see. Oh, I can't send messages right now because I'm not logged in on there. One second, let me just do that on my... Let's see, it should be able to link. Let me go over here. Where are we? One second. Accounts. I believe that command. Patreon, Discord. Is that it? No, wait. The Discord server. Oh, they're YouTube. Yeah, there it is. I believe that link should still work. I'll have to double check if I... Actually, let me double check. Did I change my YouTube URL at some point? Does that work? YouTube's always changing these things, I swear. Yeah, that works still. Okie dokie. No.
Big cheese.
No! Not the big cheese! We got to that part of the playlist?
This dance honors the CEO.
Anyway,
on the backs of his employees.
cool cat, Fox, Colm. There you go. This is your final images of the stream.
The form baton face down on a stable.
Oh yeah, I do multi-stream.
Like an unwanted, but still treasured playing card.
Why do I have this in the playlist
Do
still?
not touch the form baton again until the proper time.
I see you over there. You could start streaming? If you can do that in the next few minutes, then I might raid you and hand over, you know, whoever is still here. Otherwise, yeah, you've got like, I don't know, a minute or two if you want to get going. I mean, I do have to clean up a little bit. I guess I'll just put these somewhere. Maybe I'll paint something else. A little. This paintbrush isn't too bad for just being a cheap little thing. Cat. Poison the world with my paint water. Where do I put this? I love how I spent so much time on the sky. Let's see here. Let me go over to Twitch and see what we've got. I mean, the person that I rated yesterday streaming. But how many viewers? I have 4 viewers and they have 50. And I have a rule that it's a man. They have 50 today. That's interesting. I guess Mecha Chameleon's more popular than Noida. That makes sense. I have a 10-to-1 ratio rule that I'm trying to only raid people that have 10 or less times viewers than me, because it just seems more kosher that way. Okay, so in a minute, I don't know. Are you gonna start streaming, Lim? I'm just trying to figure out how I wanna. Well, now I have 5 viewers. That's weird. Lim might. Oh, yep, Lim's streaming. Okay, we'll throw everybody over to Lim then. There we go. They just got their stream started, so raid channel, following filter, and bam. Friendship quest plus. Start raid. Throw everybody over to Lim. He's playing Noida. Go throw Hamises at Lim, I guess. Boom, boom, bada, bam. Lim. King Crabmaster sends his regards.
All right. Welcome in.
And now all into mine. Bye-bye, everybody.
Squeegee and Crabmaster, of course. And
Where's my end screen?
Agent Gold, probably. And me, because I just tab merged into myself. Yeah.
See y'all
Wait,
later.
forum. Wait, what? I'm not sure what you mean by forum. Did I miss something? Okay, so these mods, I mean, I'm just doing basic, like, cosmetic stuff, except for, like, quality of life and extra inventory, because, yeah, low inventory is annoying. And I have Noida RTX on, just for fun. So, yeah.